Chapter 2, Natural Resources, Land, Soil and Water. Let's do the question answer. Question number 1, tick the correct option. Which type of soil erosion leads to desertification? Soil erosion, water erosion, wind erosion, wave erosion. The correct answer will be wind erosion. Second question is, which of the following is suitable for restoring soil fertility? Terrace farming, contour plowing, shifting agriculture along with the hill slope, rotation of crop. The correct answer will be rotation of crop. Next is, which of the following is not in the favor of multi-purpose river valley project? Control flood, it controls flood, generate hydroelectricity, provides water for irrigation, large scale displacement of people. This is the shortcoming of multi-purpose river valley project. So the correct answer will be large scale displacement of people. Next is, maintenance of lake and pond is essential for increasing surface water runoff, increasing water table, increasing soil fertility, recycling of water. So maintenance of lake and pond is essential for increasing water table. Increasing water table of groundwater. Next is, which factor is more responsible for quick formation of soil in Rajasthan? Soluble rock, vegetation cover, extreme difference in day and night temperature, rainfall. The correct answer is extreme difference in day and night temperature. During the daytime, due to high temperature, the rock expand, and at the night it contrast. So these are the MCQ you will write in your copy. Next question, question number B. Earth's surface is divided into land and water. The Earth's surface is divided into land and water zone. To maintain ecological balance, 33% of the land should be under forest. Planting of tree is commonly known as afforestation. The main source of the fresh water is rainfall. Earth is known as watery planet. Note down. The next question is, write a technical term or appropriate words for each of the following statements. It is formed by the decomposed part of plant and animal. What is it? It is humus. The original rock from which the soil is formed. It is parent rock. Parent rock. Next is, it is formed as a result of long continued weathering process of rock. What is it? It is soil. Next is, a project which serves various purposes at the same time. It is multi-purpose river valley project. It is multi-purpose river valley project. The process in which the top layer of the soil is removed by natural and human activities. It is soil erosion. Note down. Let's do question number D. Answer the following question in brief. Why is soil considered an important resource? Give any 3 reasons. Here you will give 5 reasons. here you will have to write the importance of soil. So you will write down these points. Importance of soil. Soil is immense value to the farmer. Agricultural production is mainly dependent upon fertility of soil. A thick layer of fertile soil is very important for the growth of plants. Indirectly, animals also depend upon the soil, as soil gives nutrition to the plant. It gives shelter to insects and animals like rats, snake and etc. Soil is also used for making brick and pottery. You will write down any 5 point. Write any 5 point. Next question is, highlight any 3 causes of soil erosion. Highlight any 3 causes of soil erosion. So the answer is natural factor. Natural factor, and the 3 factors here are the wind, water, glaciers. They leads to soil erosion. Natural factor like wind, water, glaciers, the 3 factors, they lead to soil erosion. Then is man-made factor like deforestation, mining, overgrazing are the 3 important factors which leads soil erosion. Note down. The next question is, explain hydrological cycle with the help of diagram. For the explanation of hydrological cycle, you will give these points. The rainwater continuously get recycled in the nature through evaporation, condensation and precipitation. It is known as hydrological cycle. This explanation you will give there, and you will draw the diagram of hydrological cycle. This diagram you will draw showing evaporation, condensation and precipitation. The hydrological cycle, the diagram you will draw. The next question is, how does river water get polluted? Explain. You will have to give the reason why the river water get polluted. So the answer will be, the quality of water in some river is adversely affected as the untreated industrial waste and urban waste is dumped into them. So you can give here any relevant point in your own word. Next question is, identify any 3 ecological problems caused by building large dam. In this question you will have to write the disadvantages of dam or disadvantages of multi-purpose river valley project. For this question you will write down any 5 ecological problem caused by building large dams. Note down the points. Disadvantages of multi-purpose river valley project. Extensive forests submerge under the water. First point. Second, river water get diverted. Third point, population get displaced. Next point, aquatic life get affected. Next point, it results in soil erosion. Next point, during excessive rain, flood are caused. These are the problems caused due to multi-purpose river valley project. These are the ecological problems which are caused due to the large dam. Extensive forest submerge under water. River water get diverted. Population get displaced. Aquatic life get affected. Result in soil erosion. during excessive rain, flood or karst. You will write down any 5 points. Next question, question number E. Answer the following questions. Explain any 5 factors responsible for the formation of soil. So the 5 factors responsible for the formation of soil are parent rock, the topography, the climate, the vegetation cover, the time. You will enlist all these factors and then you will have to explain all them. First is parent rock. You will explain here. You can give any relevant point. You can write over here the original rock from which soil is formed by the process of weathering is parent rock. Example, black soil is derived from lava rock. The next point is topography. Topographical variation affects the thickness of soil cover. In mountainous region, on the steep slope, the top layer of the soil is shallow and thin. In the plain region, the soil cover is thick and deep. The climate, temperature, rainfall affects the soil formation. In the areas of high rainfall and extreme temperature, rocks are easily weathered. Example, in Rajasthan, rocks are weathered due to difference in day and night temperature. See the points? Next point is the vegetation cover. The plant grow in crack existing in a rock. The plant grow in a crack which is existing in a rock. With the time, the root of these plants start penetrating in the crack and make them wider. As a result, cracks disintegrate into smaller pieces and help in the soil formation. Next is time. Time gives maturity to the soil. It takes thousands of years to develop a very thin layer of the soil. Now give attention here. If the question will be like this, that explain any 5 factors responsible for the formation of soil, and the question will be of 5 marks, then you will write down the name of the factors and you will give 1 or 2 point explanation for each. But if the question is demanding how topography affects the formation of the soil, then you will have to give all these points. So here I have provided you all those points in detail. The question may demand that how topography affects the formation of the soil, how climate affects the formation of the soil, or how the vegetation cover affects the soil, and then you will have to write all these points. But the question will demand how explain any 5 factors responsible for the formation of the soil, then you will write down all these points and give 1 or 2 line explanation. Next question is, what is meant by land use pattern? Here you will have to write the definition of land use pattern. So here we'll write down use of land for various purpose like cultivation of crop, building of houses, construction of road, grazing of animal, etc. are known as land use pattern. See again, use of land for various purpose like cultivation of crops, building of houses, construction of roads, grazing of animal, etc. are known as land use pattern. The next part of the question, why is it important to study the land use pattern? So the answer will be, the study of land use pattern is important for economic planning of a nation. It helps in assessing shortcomings in the land utilization. Next is achieving development goals. So the study of land use pattern is important. Why do we need to study land use pattern? Because it is very important for economic planning of a nation. If you are planning for our economic development, then the study of land use pattern is important. Then it helps in assessing the shortcomings in the land utilization. Means it helps us to understand what improvement are needed in the land utilization. Then achieving development goal, achieving economic development goal. Next question is, in the next part of the question is, list the factor influencing the utilization of land. So the factors influencing the utilization of land are physical factor like relief, soil, climate, minerals. Suppose large area is plain and having fertile soil, then the large area will be devoted to agriculture. Just like this, climate and mineral also influence the utilization of land. The next is human factor like density of the population. If the density of population is high in the area, then more and more area will be required for making residence, for providing infrastructure. So density of population, technological and social requirement of the people and their culture and tradition is the human factor which influence the utilization of land. Note down factors influencing the utilization of land: physical factor, relief, soil, climate, mineral. Human factor, density of population, technological and social requirement of the people, culture and tradition, etc. Note down. This is answer number E2. E2. Next question is, what are multi-purpose river valley project? Name any 2 such projects. List the main objectives of a multi-purpose river valley project. See the answer. See the definition of multi-purpose river valley project. The project that serve many objectives at the same time. The project that serves many objectives at the same time is called multi-purpose river valley project. Under this project, a dam or a series of dams are constructed across the river for storing water. Example, Damodar Valley Project, Aswan Dam in Egypt. I am repeating, multi-purpose river valley project. The definition is the project that serves many objectives at the same time. Under this project, a dam or a series of dam are constructed across the river for storing water. Next part of the question is name any two such project. We will name here Damodar Valley project in India, in Jharkhand and West Bengal, and Aswan Dam in Egypt. You will name two such projects: Damodar Valley project in India, in Jharkhand and West Bengal, and Aswan Dam in Egypt. You can give example of any multi-purpose river valley project. This is question number E3. Next part of the question is list the main objectives of multi-purpose river valley project. See the main objectives. The main objectives, it is also known as advantages. The main advantages or main objectives of multi-purpose river valley project are: the stored water is used for irrigation, providing irrigation facilities. So irrigation, water is stored in the dam, also used for generating hydroelectricity, promotes afforestation. So main objectives are irrigation, generating hydroelectricity, afforestation. Main objective is to control flood control. Then navigation. You know River Kosi, which is known as Sorrow of Bihar, large dams are constructed on it in order to control the flood. So multi-purpose river valley project, its main objective is control the flood. Then also it promotes navigation. Then water supply for domestic and industrial uses, recreation, and for fish breeding, etc. These are the advantages or objectives of multi-purpose river valley project. Note down. The next question is suggest any 5 steps to conserve soil. In this question you add define soil conservation. You will add here define soil conservation. Here you will have to write down the definition of soil conservation, as well as you will have to write down 5 steps to conserve the soil. See the definition. Soil conservation means prevention of soil from being eroded. Soil conservation means prevention of soil from being eroded. And the various measures by which we can conserve the soil are afforestation, planting shelter belt, control on overgrazing by the animals, control on deforestation, control on the flood by making terrace farming, by encouraging terrace farming and contour plowing on the hill slope. Let's see in detail. First point is afforestation. As the trees reduces the surface runoff and bind the soil, so best measure to conserve the soil is afforestation. Why? Because the trees reduces the surface runoff and bind the soil. So the best method to conserve the soil is afforestation, means planting trees. Next one is planting shelter belt, or rows of trees in the desert areas should be planted to protect the field from wind erosion. Next is overgrazing by animals must be checked. Then next is riskless cutting of trees must be checked, means we should stop deforestation. The deforestation should be stopped. Flood should be avoided by building dams across the river. Flood should be avoided by building dams across the rivers. Terrace farming and contour plowing should be encouraged across the hill slope. Terrace farming and contour plowing should be encouraged across the hill slope to conserve the soil. Soil in the hill slope get easily erode. So there terrace farming and contour plowing must be there across the hill slope to conserve the soil. Next is scientific agriculture practice like crop rotation to restore the fertility of the soil. Strip cropping should be followed. Scientific agriculture practice like crop rotation, strip cropping should be followed. So these are the various ways by which we can protect the soil from erosion. Afforestation, as the tree reduces the surface runoff and bind the soil. Planting shelter belt or rows of tree in the desert area to protect the field from wind erosion. Overgrazing by animal must be checked. Riskless cutting of trees must be checked. Flood should be avoided by building dam across the river. Terrace farming, contour plowing should be encouraged across the hill slope. Scientific agriculture practice like crop rotation, strip cropping should be followed. Next question is, suggest any 5 methods for conservation of water. So how can we conserve water? We can conserve water with the various methods. One such important method is water harvesting. See the question, suggest any 5 method for the conservation of water. Here you add one question, why do we need to conserve water? Why do we need to conserve water? So we need to conserve water because the sources of water are limited and they are reducing every year, and the frequency of rain has also become unpredictable. So we need to conserve the water. Then how can we conserve it? Water harvesting for saving surface water runoff. We must do water harvesting. We must store the water, means we must do water harvesting for saving surface water runoff. Next is by having vegetation cover to improve underground storage. By recycling water to meet industrial and domestic demand. By adapting modern method of irrigation such as drip and sprinkler method of irrigation. Then the rainwater can be impounded by making dam across the river. By installing water fixture such as sensor tap in the public place. Then maintenance of lake and pond to increase water table. Then by educating and sensitizing people. These are the methods by which we can conserve the water. So this is your homework. Question number A, B, C, D, E. This is your homework. See, the questions are given in your book in page number 18 and 19.